Welcome to the second video about Healy, and in this video we are going to be talking about blue application. That means about the analysis, or you can also call it scanner or reader. So how does it work, and what is, first of all, what is the advantage of the blue app, of the analyzer? The advantage of it is that it's getting into your root cause. So whatever intention you set up, whether you are working on your physical, mental, emotional, spiritual health, this application, this scanner gets into the root cause. In the previous video I was explaining that, for example, you have a problem with the thyroid, but the root cause can be some other organs or some other blockages. Now the Healy, in this case, is not going to give you the frequencies for your thyroid, but it's going to give you the frequencies for the root causes wherever in the body they can be. This is one of the biggest problems that we nowadays have, that people are treating symptoms instead of the root causes. So how does it work? You can imagine Healy as a database of frequencies in hertz, and your system as well. Your body has certain vibration, and now Healy is providing this database and is doing the scanner and shows you which frequency you need. So for example, at this specific moment, based on the intention that I have, I need frequency 33 hertz, 72 hertz and 605 hertz. And Healy scans it and provides you that. Now, Healy has in this analyzer 3 options, which is the resonance analysis, aura analysis, which is analyzing the chakras as well, and coaching analysis. What is important when it comes to using Healy is how many minutes a day you use it. This scanner, this analysis is quite intensive. Because of that, it's important not to overdo it. Some of the specialists recommend to use 6 times a day, 3 minutes, or maybe 5 to 6 times a day. I recommend people, unless they have very serious health issues, to start with 2 times 6 minutes. Just take Healy, do your scan and go 6 minutes. From which categories I'm gonna be talking a little bit later. I'm right now talking about the maximum time you can spend by doing Healy so that you use it safely. Of course, this maximum time can be a little bit longer. I'm just giving you my advice. I'm obviously not the medical doctor. I have my PhD in different area. So I share with you something what is the connection of my knowledge and my personal journey with it. And I really want you to feel safe when you use it. I really want you to get the results. I really want you to use it efficiently, but at the same time not to do the setbacks, not to harm yourself, because frequencies can be very strong. Especially if you have, for example, heavy metals, mental, emotional issues, a lot of trauma, or physical pain, it is very important to use Healy intentionally and wisely. So because of that, I rather suggest people less than too much, because it's my responsibility to provide all the information that I have collected over the last more than 2 years I've been using Healy, and that has been a crazy journey, I will tell you. So you can use 2 times a day 6 minutes, or 6 times a day 3 minutes, or you can, at some point when you start feeling that you are okay, because you are going to be observing how you feel in the next hours afterwards or the next days, you can start using 2 times a day 12 minutes. Please make sure that when you are using Healy, you also get some time for rest afterwards. You might feel that nothing is happening, but trust me, there is much more happening than you are probably aware of, because that resonance has a very strong power. So here is the general recommendation on the maximum of the minutes. Obviously you can use it as you wish, but please be careful. Some people might need to use 3 times a day, 1 minute 20 seconds. So there is no just one general recommendation. I'm just giving you the suggestion that should be safe for everyone, even for those who have more serious physical, mental, emotional health issues. Now we are going to be talking about the 3 analyses that Healy has. It has the resonance analysis, then it has the aura and chakra analysis, and then the coaching analysis. In the resonance analysis, when you open it, you will see a lot of program groups. For example, Bach flowers, homeopathica, then all the program groups that you have in the pink app, for example, bioenergetic harmony, meridians, gold cycle, and so on. And then when you are doing things this way, you can basically click, you can go all the way down and you can click all Healy programs. And once you click all Healy programs, you scan yourself and you are gonna wait for the results. So it will give you the answer that you need this or that program group. You can do scanner of each of these program groups separately. For example, if it shows you that you need to program meridians 1, you afterwards go specifically to meridians 1 and you scan your meridians, and then you vibrate 3 minutes of the meridians. If the second program group that was on the top was, for example, gold cycle, then you go specially to gold cycle and vibrate yourself 3 minutes. So this is one way that you scan, for example, first 2 program groups that it shows. Or the second way is to vibrate them all immediately. So you do all the all Healy programs, and you see the program groups that it shows. It shows 5 major program groups, and you just vibrate them all, let's say, for 6 minutes. So this is the way how you can use the resonance analysis. Then the second way how you can use the Healy is actually the aura, the chakra analysis, where it brings you the information about your auric field and about the level of your chakras. So it will, for example, show that your root chakra is low or your heart chakra is low, and so on. When this happens, you can basically read something about your chakras, so that you are actually aware of what you are doing, and you can click vibrate, click include negative relevancies, and it will bring you even deeper understanding of yourself. It shows a lot of mental programs as well, and this analysis actually shows you what you might need to work on. However, not everything that is going to be written there is necessarily truth about you. This is how scientists tried to make a transcription from hertz, from frequency, into sentence. The sentence doesn't have to be perfect, but as long as you scan properly, the frequency that Healy is going to send you is perfect, is a correct one. Even if there is written a little bit different sentence, you might have the feeling that I don't have this issue, and that's completely okay. The name of the program and what is written in Healy in the results in sentences is just for your orientation, but the ultimate truth is connected with what your body resonates with. So as long as you do the scan very safely and consciously with good intention, it's going to bring you what you need. What is also important when you use whether blue or whether pink app, be aware that these are frequencies for you, not for your friends who are next to you. So in the ideal case, you don't want to run Healy excessively around people. If you do that sometimes a little bit, it's okay, but please don't overdo it, and be mindful that you might not know their medical condition. Running Healy around people can really be intensive. You don't know where are the pregnant women, you don't know where are people who are on antidepressive, and because Healy showed you that you need this and that frequency can be a little bit what is not suitable for those people. You might cause them unnecessary, I don't want to say troubles, but complications. Because Healy really has a power. It's a beautiful tool, but it's for you to use it for yourself and to use it consciously and wisely. And then we have the third application, or the third option in the Blue app, which is the coaching application or coaching module. About this one, I'm not going to be speaking too much because I honestly don't use it that much. But it works basically the way that is working on the business level, on the personal level, spirituality, relationships, and so on. And you set up the intention. For example, I want to meet the love of my life, and then based on the categories that you picked, Healy brings you what are the things you need to work through before that happens. So for example, it's going to show you, this is like very obvious example, you need to love yourself through taking care of your body more. This is a very simple example, but sometimes it really brings a lot of good things, I would say. In my case, when I set up this intention, it showed me that I need to find more time for myself, more being than just doing. So this is one of the options that you have there as well in Healy. And then the most amazing tool that I use in Healy is that, you know, at some point you know that there are things that you cannot explain to people because you know, you feel, you just have that inner knowing. And when you know how powerful being you are and how you are connected with something greater than yourself, you have no doubts that whatever is the power of your intention, Healy is going to help you on the energetic, somatic, emotional, physical level, really is what needs to be released. What I personally do with Healy, and I love this, is not to think too much. I go to Blue app, and I dare to say, this is the best suggestion I can give you. I go to Blue app, I click resonance analysis, I go to all Healy programs, and I set up my intention. I hold strongly the intention. For example, dear life, universe, higher self, I would like to release the emotional baggage that I had in connection with my mother, for example. I set up this strong intention and I put the finger on the screen, which is not that necessary element. You can try it. This is not really about the fingerprint. You can even put there the elbow and it's gonna work. I hold Healy in the other hand and I do the scan and I just let it bring me, and it brings me the name of the programs. It maybe brings me that I need deep cycle, or that I need I don't know, fitness programs, whatever is written there. I just forget what my mind is trying to evaluate and I just trust. And then I go to vibrate and I set up 5 minutes 59 seconds and I vibrate, and I know universe is at this point giving me what I need. Doesn't depend what is written there. There can be written thyroid gland and I don't have problems with the thyroid gland. Doesn't really matter. I just trust that my intention was so clear, and I trust in the power of the device that is a transmission tool that is gonna take out whatever I am ready to have taken out of my system. So setting up the power of the intention, be aware of the law of karma. Don't do scan for anyone who doesn't give you permission. Really, high ethic is very important thing when it comes to healing. Make sure you have integrity with how you use it for yourself and for the others. Try not to misuse it, because this is always a setback. It will come back to you. And it is very important to set up the intention that is actually in alignment with our soul, not something what our mind is craving, but something what our heart desires. And if we don't know what it is, you can really be playful with Healy. You can ask Healy for bringing you clarity, or for removing the obstacles that are blocking you from having clarity on the next steps in your life. And you will see what happens, not just in your body, but in your physical reality. All of a sudden you vibrate on that different frequency, and because of that you might all of a sudden read an article or meet someone who is going to bring you the answer on your questions. So working through the power of intention and not really thinking about what sentences are written in Healy, or what words, or whatever is written there, is very important, because you can truly this way get in connection with the root causes and getting into the root causes, and you can heal and you can shift things on a deeper level. So I hope this helps. I would like to welcome you, if you are not there yet, to my Facebook community, where we are really discussing all the topics connected with Healy, so that I can support you as much as I can. Please, big disclaimer, if you have serious health issues, if you are pregnant, if you have too many metals in your body, if you would like to use Healy for your children, contact me first or write it to the Facebook community. I'm here to support you, but I want you to be efficient and safe simultaneously. I think this is all from my side. I wish you a beautiful day, and I'm gonna enjoy the silence day here in our beautiful Nyepi, in our beautiful Bali. It's called Nyepi, and we have the day when we actually cannot get out of the house and where everything is so peaceful, which was the best day for recording it. Thank you so much and have a beautiful day.